today, you don't even need to solve, which is, to me, it's actually easier because you don't need to solve the problem. You just need to know how to make the strip diagrams and what equations you're going to be using to solve these problems. So let's look at this problem. It says a carpenter has a board that is 48 inches long. That is my total. So I'm going to go ahead and make a strip diagram. I'm going to put 48 as my total. He's going to cut it into 3 pieces, and they're all equal lengths. Now, equal is a key word. That means equal groups. So I know that tells me I'm going to do one of 2 things. I'm either multiplying or I'm dividing. Now, I have to think, am I putting groups together or am I breaking them apart? Well, it says that I am cutting those pieces into 3 pieces. So I broke it apart. So now I know that instead of multiplication, Ms. Hernandez is going to divide. So I'm going to do, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 48 and divide it into 3 equal groups. So I'm going to go ahead and look at my answer choices and think about which one I can eliminate. I can eliminate C and I can eliminate D because both of my answer choices, they're only multiplying, and on D, they're dividing, but they're not dividing 48 by 3. So I know I can eliminate those 2 answer choices. So now I'm left with A and B. So let's keep reading the problem and see what's next. It says, then he's going to cut. Here's the same keyword that I just saw. So I know that if he's cutting, he's breaking things apart. So that either means divide or subtract. It's going to be divide if it's equal groups, and it's going to be subtract if I am doing different size groups. So it says each. So that's right there, a keyword that I'm going to be breaking apart each one of these into equal groups. So now I know that I'm probably going to be dividing again, and I'm going to be dividing the 3 pieces into 4 smaller pieces. So I'm going to take one of these pieces, one of these little pieces, and I'm going to break up that one piece into 4 smaller pieces. So that would look like this. Let me use a different color so you can see it. 1, 2, 3. That's actually 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Let's pretend those are equal, and the same thing with this one. So what just happened? I took 48 divided by 3, and whatever the answer was, I took that answer and divided it by 4. So now I have an equation and I have a strip diagram. So then it says, which equation can be used to find x, the length in inches of each smaller piece? So the good thing about these kind of questions is you don't even have to solve it. You just have to know how to get the answer. So now that I've done my strip diagram and my equation, so easy, I can pick my answer. My answer is obviously going to be B. And that's it. That's all you're going to do today. So let's look at one more problem. So on this one, it was asking you to find the equation. I'm going to show you one problem where you're having to find the strip diagrams. A store sold 4 television sets. So that's 4 TV sets. So I'm going to go ahead and break this apart into 4 sets. And a set's the same thing as equal groups. So I know that each one is going to be equal. And she collected a total of $2,520. So my total is going to be $2,520. That amount includes sales tax of $30 for each TV. So this is important. So I know the total was $2,520. And I know I have 4 TVs, but out of those TVs, they had to pay $30 tax for each one. To show that, I'm going to put here $30 for this TV, $30 for this TV, and $30 for this one, $30 for the last one. So let's think about this. I know that I paid a total of $2,520 for everything including tax. If I wanted to know how much each TV cost, first I have to figure out how much I paid in tax. So I would have to take my $30 and I have 4 sets of 30, multiply that, and then subtract that from my $2,520. That's going to give me a total. After I do that, I need to make sure that I divide by 4 to figure out how much each TV costs. But honestly, on this one, I didn't really need the equation, but it's good to always do your strip diagram and your equation so that when you're ready to answer it, it makes it a little bit easier. So the question's asking, which diagram shows a way to find P, the price of each television before tax? I'm going to look at my strip diagram. I notice that 2,520 is my total for everything. So let's look at F. I know this one cannot be it because it has 2,520, but then it has 30 as part of the total. And I know 30 is not part of the total. Well, it is part of the total, but my total is only 2,520. So I should only have one big space for 2,520. Should not share it with 30. So I know I can eliminate F. I can also eliminate G. Now, H has 2,520 as my total, and J has 2,520 as my total. My strip diagram looks a little bit different than the two that are left. But I noticed that J has 4 sections for the 4 TVs, and it has 4 sections for the 4 TVs and the tax on each one of the televisions. So the one that looks the most like my strip diagram is J. So I think my answer is J, but I'm still going to look at an H and see what it says. H says because the whole is 2,520, that part is true, and their 4 parts are P. But he forgot to put the 30. So I know that one's wrong because they forgot that. And now, so my only answer is J, because the whole is 2,520, which that's true. Their 4 parts are P, those are the 4 televisions, and 4 parts are $30 tax on each television. So then my answer would be J.